We're live.
There we go.
We're live. Nobody's watching now. I told you I heard it. You stop. Stop. I got turn the volume
Sorry,
off.
we're running late tonight. Had to go run an errand.
We had to go to scout camp to find out we couldn't get my little boy today. We got to give him off.
I'm just gonna get credit.
I don't think anybody's there.
Anybody there? Hello?
Nope, nobody's there. You missed them all.
Hello?
We're up too late.
Thomas Schmidt,
Oh, we
how'd
got
your
Thomas.
surgery go? Were you nicotine free? That's a biggie. You had to put some, you had to take a test. I remember. Just make sure you didn't have any nicotine on board. What is this guy?
Just got overweight and I'm glad to hear that, Thomas. We've been worried about you. We got two more people up here somewhere that need to say something. You know who they are? Can't talk to you if you don't tell us who it is.
Don't know. We have just got in.
Been in the room for 4 hours.
Our room?
Oh, somebody was talking about the hospital room.
Oh.
Somebody was sitting together. Maybe it was you something.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you meant you're still in the hospital, Thomas. We don't know what all we got going on around here. Did everything work out all right? Sorry about that. It says pain size with no medication.
Oh man. Wish I could give you something.
I'm sorry, Thomas.
Delia said that the trolls were really out tonight. It was brutal.
Trolls are out tonight. That's what it says. Might make you feel better, Thomas, get to bust some trolls.
Yeah.
We got pop-ups coming up here, messing everything up. I think it might be a little bit too late. We got 4 people. Yeah, Elizabeth, we got 4.5 inches yesterday, and I've been talking to Growing Grass today. They're preparing. They're expecting some flood waters there. Don't know how bad it's going to be yet. Did it rain today there, or did it rain yesterday? What?
Get this to work.
I don't know what we got popping up here, but it's worse. That, well, are you talking about peanut pepper or growing grass? It's supposed to rain here tomorrow, Elizabeth.
And it rained all night.
Yeah, we had a thunderstorm all night last night. I think growing grass is too. I think he's right on the canal.
I think that's what she's talking about.
No, she's talking about peanut pepper. And I'm not exactly sure what people, well, we ain't seen him yet. We'll go check him out. What are you doing?
I am trying to.
Look, we got single man. How you
doing,
Eli?
How you doing?
Well, we're fine. Just I thought I was gonna die today. It won't that hot, but the humidity or something. It's days been there.
Enough to make you sick. That's for sure.
I've got Robin's Tiny Homestead. How you doing, Robin? Are you better than you were last time I talked to you? And I got another pop-up where I can't see the... Oh, we got the Four Blessings Farm. Little Jordan. How you doing, little Jordan? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see right off the bat, and it says we got 2 people watching. Now, you were in a bind last time I heard anything about you,
Okay,
Robin.
I think I got everything situated. Sorry, the computer was
Being a pain in the butt.
notifying. I was, yeah. That's okay. All right, there you go. Thought. A chandelier. Chandelier. Will and Dylan here. Come on. Country Homestead Preacher, how you doing?
Yeah, I got 7 on the computer now, and it says 4 on the tablet. And that says 7 on the tablet. That says 7 on the computer.
You can't make it this month.
Hey, Preacher, hey. Oh, we got Crew for Life.
Our numbers have been really screwy lately.
Is there anybody in here that don't know Crew for Life? If you don't, you need to.
Great people.
They're one of my, well, Common Sense. They've got an adequate amount of common sense is the best. I know we're not supposed to do stuff like promote anymore, but Crew for Life, you need to check out.
We really don't care about the whole promoting thing. They don't care.
Preacher, what's going on?
Like to be on camera. We'll put him on camera.
And he's still in my lap. You have to get down, boy. I hate to be ugly. Can't do it. Down.
He's gonna tear everything off the table. Samson, get down.
You can't get down. I don't want to get rid of it. It's expand this. Oh.
Samson's allergic to the puppy. He literally runs from the puppy. This is the demon dog. Maybe she's not quite at that. But she is terrorizing the whole house. She's tearing everything up she possibly can.
Including the bags on the furniture.
She chews on the furniture. She poops and pees. I'm working on trying to... She terrorizes Daisy. She thinks Daisy's a squeaky toy. I'm working on getting her potty trained, and that's like pulling crocodile teeth.
You know, I still ain't got no comments on this table. That ain't the first comment come up here.
Let me see what I can do.
No, that's I don't need that. We close enough to the now. We see it.
She's cute, and she'll do this big eye thing, and she'll look at you like, "Oh, me, I didn't do it. I didn't chew on the table leg and leave my little teeth marks everywhere."
We think she might be deaf.
Yeah.
Or just don't care. One, we ain't sure which one.
We've tried several different names. We tried the one that we picked. We tried the other one he picked. Oh, thank you. I was thinking about doing some more.
Hey, Prayer Christian.
But yeah, the puppy is terrorizing the house. I've been there, Thomas. I feel for you.
Thomas, we're sorry.
You should be on the morphine train right now. Why are you not?
Good to see you too, Preacher. Now, single man, I'm not so sure they stop at 20. Sometimes I think they might do it 40 or 50. But, you know, since I'm about 2 points into Mensa anyway, they take 50 points. They take 50 points. I'm still smarter than most.
All right, whatever. What's a good way to potty train?
You got a dog pen in the yard, probably.
I keep telling you, build me a dog pen. Tell her to build me a dog pen. Doesn't have to be very big. About the size of a playpen for a baby. That's enough. Keep her in there just when I put her outside, because she will take off and get gone. I have to hunt her down. Going outside to go potty is an adventure.
Prayer Christian, I don't buy half. I hate to admit that. I mean, you would never believe it. I got a pretty good IQ. It's surprised everybody around here.
Don't get him started. I got a few hand signals for her. You probably don't want to know which ones.
Thomas is going for subscriber of the year.
You got that right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what now. You watching in the mess you in right now. That is impressive.
Thomas,
maybe we'll take your mind off a little bit. Help some, I hope.
When I had mine, the few times that I remember being conscious, it would knock me out. They would give me morphine and I'd itch. I'd be itching and itching. So then they'd give me morphine and Benadryl on top of it, and I would out like a light. Slept through it. Slept.
Proof of life. There's something I'll tell y'all. I didn't skip the comment while I just got off running different rabbit. But something I really appreciate is with your background, where you came from, you understand a little bit more the work ethic than some, and I do respect that. You grew up in a situation where,
and she likes your mama's chopper.
Well, we don't use many hand power tools, not even in the kitchen. But I
will if I can.
I do respect y'all immensely.
Hey, Timmy.
What?
Little Jordan.
Oh. Thank you, little Jordan. 2 p.m. and 3 hours long.
I do. I've been there.
We'll get you a chopper, though, Proof of Life. We'll get you a chopper.
I told her that
I think she's bought some of yard sales a few times. I've given somebody to me.
He does that. He does that really bad. But I do see them at yard sales from time to time. I don't know where they sell them at a regular store, but I'll see if I can get you one next time at yard sale.
She's lucky to let her use the electric. She thinks I don't know she got one here on the cabinet.
And I got crock pot.
Yeah, we use your crock pot.
I use crock pot quite a bit. I thought about doing a chicken taco video. I think that
ain't nobody gonna watch no chicken taco. Oh, we got the mess hall.
I made a chicken casserole tonight. He ate. He didn't exactly like it because it was some mixed stuff, but he still ate it.
What was that boy said in that movie to keep you alive? It tastes like
No, I don't even go there. See, they'll watch it.
Who said they watch
it? Elizabeth says she'd watch it.
No, they won't rabbit casserole.
Come on.
Oh, we got alternate 128.
One.
Now she's a subscriber, but she's new to the live, I think. So you got to tell her the rules. Where'd mess hall go? Now we ain't got around to eating nothing yet. We just got through eating supper. That's what everybody's waiting.
Mess hall, if I did a crock pot video, would you watch it?
Oh, I gotta find another.
Really? Obstinate? Is it Obstinate 128? They love your pig videos.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Mess hall said he watched my crock pot video all day. He's going for the ice cream. Y'all ready with your ice cream now?
I started to panic while I got it. Don't have it.
I took him out of the box and hid him from him. He couldn't find them because they weren't in the box anymore. Robin's Tiny Homestead said they would. See?
You did a great cooking video. When do a great cooking video?
Okay, we'll put that on it. Because I keep getting ideas to do videos and he keeps shooting them down.
Proof of God, we use your recipes. What are you talking about?
I use their camera techniques, definitely. Crew for Live's camera techniques. Where you
Strangle Man, Levi said he'd watch it.
You talking chocolate over here?
You have a lakeside grip. What is it? Yellow lakeside grip.
Yeah, that's new to me.
Did you tell Obstinate they got the
Obstinate 128? Tell us a little bit about yourself, and we don't talk any politics. And we're kind of a free form, just chat. No, mess hall. I make sure that all my stuff that I buy
Gentry
now is
Homestead
not
doesn't
only
have you.
it's individually packaged now. It's got to be sealed.
What?
Yeah, you haven't heard about people going around grocery store looking at them and opening drinks and spitting in them and stuff. Yeah, yeah. That's why I only buy those. You ain't wondered why I hadn't bought a gallon thing of ice cream in a long time? People open them and lick it and put it back in the can. I make sure all my drinks are sealed, none of them been opened. Yeah. I started with 3 pot-bellied pigs, now it's 18.
That's pets, though. We talked about that before.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all make sure that you
George, you are being a trooper tonight, ain't you, brother?
make sure that you
Yeah,
get
disgusting ain't the word for it. Travis.
your food and stuff sealed. Make sure that it has not been opened because apparently
Ask
this
him.
is getting worse and worse. What am I asking?
About food choice.
Oh, I in the last couple of weeks I've joined a bunch of homesteading
How's things now, Joe?
and everybody's talking about the food shortage, the food shortage, the food shortage. Are y'all having food shortage? Is the grocery store running out of food? Because it seems I haven't seen any of that here, but there's all these grocery stores now that are putting up signs that the cabinet, the counters, and everything are empty. The shelves are empty.
The Merry Christmas definitely a corn shortage.
Oh yeah.
There's already a corn shortage.
We didn't.
That's what they're talking about. Preachers a sign at Walmart.
But it's not just one Walmart. It's a bunch of different Walmarts that have put these signs up.
This should have been bad for corn.
Yeah. We went to a couple of his buddies. 2 different ones didn't get any corn this year. Taco Bell ran out of tortillas.
Our Taco Bell runs out of tortillas right stick. They ain't got to do it food shortage.
Oh, well.
McDonald's ran out of French fries today.
Listen to this.
And they never got no ice cream. Never. McDonald's ain't never got no ice cream.
Yeah, the ice cream machine's always broke. But we went to KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You hear that name, right? Kentucky Fried Chicken a few years ago.
We?
Yes, we did. Several years ago. Remember we went to one in Kinston? And,
me and you?
Yes, us. You the only husband I got.
Are you sure of that?
Yes.
You sure of that?
I'm positive. Because you fussed about it forever. They said they were out of chicken.
Oh, I do remember that.
See? He's got a selective memory. He remembers what he wants to. They were out of chicken. Eli said, if I didn't grow it, didn't hunt it, I ain't eating it. What's up with George?
I don't agree with that. What with George? I miss George.
3:10. there.
No, I told him
George,
he was a trooper.
it always hates when you have to stay up so late.
I told him he was a trooper. Is Thomas still with us?
The tariffs. I think it has to do with the tariffs.
Well, I hate to say it, but if a tariff got it, I don't want to know what. I don't want nothing from China.
Well, we were talking about next year growing some of our own, but it just takes up so much. Kentucky Fried Cheeseburgers. It takes up so much space. I mean, we could do it, but it's a lot of space. Last time we grew corn, we had to take half the cow pasture. The cows didn't appreciate that. They got out at one point in time and started eating it. We had to put them back in. That's the year they ate all my peppers. You have your own fruit. We thought about doing that.
Gentry, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And the rabbit business now.
Mm-hmm.
We tried rabbits. Rabbits didn't last long here.
I'm looking for the stars.
Travis says even before the storm, where coming in the veggie aisle was scarce. Sweet corn's just about non-existent here. This year stink bugs. Stink bugs what done it. They had no rain.
It's like going to 31 flavors and all they got is vanilla. Well, that's a flavor.
I won't talk, Gentry. I don't say you didn't need to have rabbits. I said rabbits didn't work for us. Rabbits may work fine for you.
And honestly, had no gravy.
Be that honey, Elizabeth, there's corn around you, but there ain't no corn around. Now, if you understand what I'm saying, there's corn fields, but ain't no corn in them cornfields. It looks like we got corn here too. You walk through the field and ain't nothing here.
Stone fruit? What's stone fruit?
Anything with hard seeds.
Oh, single seed in the center? Is that what you're talking about?
I done got behind on the. Anyway, who's getting the goats? I mean,
no, you were telling about the rabbits. It's
Ginger.
fine for them, and if they mess with their rabbits a lot.
We got flatearthform.com.
Hey, first time on live, tell us a little bit about yourself, and we don't talk any politics. And oh, single man, all you blue out there, heard that some trolls are bad today. Just keep on looking out.
Gentry, I don't see the rabbits just didn't work for us. Was it Gentry getting rabbits? And the preacher was getting rid of the goats so we get have more garden place. Is that right? Yeah, right, y'all.
And
peas and mashed potatoes. That's okay, Thomas.
all I want peaches so bad. I keep telling him. He had a buddy last year that gave us a bunch of peaches, and they were so good. I just ate them. Didn't even put them up or nothing. And this year, he hasn't bought them.
There's not been any available yet.
Yeah. The big.
Well, I'll get right on chase down the picture. Where'd the obstinate go? What was obstinate? Obstinate 128 or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good night, Robin.
Have a good night.
You know, Austin, that's a good point. Dry beans and rice are a good emergency ration. But you ain't got to worry about canning them. You ain't got to worry about refrigerating them. You just got to put them somewhere dry.
Maybe that's what I need to go get tomorrow. Actually,
Well, Gentry, I'll tell you the deal with rabbits here. Not be bluntly honest with you. The two fastest things.
Gentry, that's the best way to do it. Keep the parents. Because they will, if you put the male and female together, they will have babies
That's a good idea.
back to back.
Rabbits and ducks are the two fastest growing things I've ever seen in my life. But I've never learned how to eat a duck. Never in my life have I learned how to eat a duck. And I honestly don't like tame rabbit. Tame rabbit has got what was that? I didn't catch that.
Just didn't even want to make sure that it didn't get any worse.
Yeah, we got our own pig, so we got meat, but the deal with the rabbits was.
Hey, Ramsey, I haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, Nimsy, but I'll get to you in a minute. But Darlene doesn't like tame rabbit. Doesn't like that eating rabbit, period. And our rabbit hunts, we always have wild rabbit meat. So the tame rabbits, we were hoping we might eat a few and then sell the extra for like Easter bunnies. And we kind of got Easter bunny breed rabbits, like mine is and stuff. And the truth
they
is,
were beautiful.
I
mean, I had some really beautiful purebred rabbits.
You cannot, under any circumstances, give a rabbit away in East North Carolina. You know, like the rabbit on the viral stream the other night, she was walking across the parking lot. Somebody said, "Excuse me, miss, would you like a rabbit to hand her a rabbit?"
What is wrong with you?
Hey, Mimsy. Well, it got called here tonight. I don't know what's going on there.
What is wrong with him?
And they grow. It's up. The preacher's got New Zealand's. I bet you talk to him. He give you some. That's what we had was New Zealand's.
We
I
had
know what you're talking about, preacher. I know we had New Zealand's and Californians and Rexes and mini Rexes.
we had New Zealand Mini Rex Cross.
We thought we were gonna make some
we
pocket
had
money at 7 rabbits.
Californians.
You can't do it. You can't give them away.
And then I had purebred lion heads. I had some expensive
But
purebred
Gentry,
lion
if
heads.
you're raising them just for you to eat and you're not planning on selling them and you ain't trying to make pets out of vicious little monsters, they're probably fine.
And
But there ain't nothing here ever hurt. There ain't a bull, hog, billy goat, alligator, crocodile, grizzly bear, nothing in this world ever hurt me better than a rabbit.
the more you mess with them, the better they'll be. Make them into pets, the parents anyway. Because if you don't, we didn't have time to put that time into
The females are mean anyway.
And we started off with way more than we could handle. I said, okay, let's get us a rabbit or two. He says, like
If
everything, if you're gonna do it, go ahead and do it. So we ended up with 12, 5. We ended
I
up.
don't know. It was
A guy gave us 5 to start off with, and then we got somebody else gave us some more.
We started raising them, couldn't sell them, and I said, well, we don't have the right kind of rabbits.
And then we got.
We had the right kind of rabbits we could sell them, and that's all.
And it should have told us right then when we went to the breeder to get the right kind of rabbits. This before we got the lion head, and he gave us an extra 2 or 3.
That probably worked fine. That's what I was trying to tell you. We didn't have a good experience with rabbits. We're trying to do something different. I'm not trying to tell you not. Because if I was looking for something to raise for me, a rabbit and a duck might be it.
Yeah,
but that's another thing you can't make pets out of. You get attached to it.
They can make pets out of the parents.
You make pets out of the parents.
Yeah, but don't let them play with the babies because when you get ready to process them, they won't let you. It'll be a problem.
I'll give that to you. You know, they ain't raised any geese around here since I was young. And there's so many candy geese walking around here in the middle of the cow pasture at any given time.
I've never had geese.
But they ain't fit to eat. I heard you got to grow up eating them or something because Grandmama cooked one time or two. And
I had a friend of mine.
Tastes
Her
like
mom
fish
had
and tasting guinea to me.
grown up eating goose every Christmas, and she found out that she had brain cancer, and they had to special order her a goose so she could have Christmas that year. I don't even know where
George,
they got it
you're over
from.
there, Nina. Don't they do Christmas geese over there? Prepare Christian, my nephew eats them all the time. They eat geese and swans and ducks and whatever they shoot out there in the marsh.
Yeah, he's big into Ducks Unlimited. Isn't that what he does?
Yeah, they waterfowl hunt. He eats geese all the time. He makes like they're good. But yeah, we Elizabeth's right. We're not in goose country down here. You know.
Little Jordan, have a great weekend. I hope you have a
Oh, tell little Joy we saw her video, and I was watching it. And
she can hear you. Little Jordan, you still there? Just a minute.
Oh,
Living a dream. Haven't seen you in a long
time.
time.
Where'd Mimsy was here a minute ago. Where'd she go?
I don't know. What were you saying about Little Jordan's video?
She put up a video thanking us for a collard seed.
Oh yeah, we saw that, and she can hear you. She's still here.
I didn't put a comment because I was gonna let you watch it.
I don't know about pork bellies.
That's bacon.
Unless you're talking about bacon. Elizabeth said people eat smoked turkey and ham for Christmas and pork bellies. Maybe for Christmas breakfast.
Is anybody doing the okra challenge? That okra challenge is going around.
What okra challenge?
There's some kind of okra challenge.
Tell them about
Can we get in on the okra challenge? That's a day's worth.
I have to have a whole lot more than that to start canning.
Is anybody doing a pepper challenge? There's a day's worth of peppers.
It's the hot For Barry Christian's, his okra is mostly good. Rabbit Billy for Barry.
No, I have not. You know, I have eaten some duck eggs, Eli. I have eaten some duck eggs. My uncle used to keep a few ducks, and what we do is we mix one duck egg with 2 or 3 chicken eggs and get it killed over there.
Living in Dream said that it is 7 Celsius and raining. So
yeah, they're in the middle of winter there. 7 Celsius. That's 7. Is a Celsius degree not the? I know that the numbers are different, but is the actual degree the same? Who knows? Is a Celsius degree and a Fahrenheit degree the same thing?
Thank you. I'll have to look it up.
Well, Barry Christian, I'll be honest with you, I know you can kill those. Mine are right now are ankle deep water after that storm we had yesterday. Ankle deep, and apparently you can't drown.
It's 44.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, I could figure that because there's 0 degrees Celsius and the water freezes would be 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
But my question was, no, I'm not talking about the degree scale.
I looked it up, George. Thank you.
Is the actual degree is a Celsius degree and a Fahrenheit degree the actual measurement of a degree the same? I've often wondered that.
Look at that. Chris Life said that when the okra seeds are dried, they can be used like black pepper or for tea for high blood pressure.
Okay.
Proof for Life, email me on what I need to do to dry okra seeds. Because we're going to have.
No, we ain't drying that. We got the wrong kind of okra this year.
You got the wrong kind?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the tall okra. The okra gets 6 foot tall.
It's not
5 foot tall, something like that. But the okra we got this year is the short okra. It gets about waist high, and it's aggravating the pig. It's making a bunch of okra. Don't get me wrong. It's making a bunch of okra, but it's aggravating the pig.
What is the reason? I have no idea what.
Maybe about was a Celsius degree and a Fahrenheit degree the same unit of measurement.
Oh.
Similar units of measurement.
Oh.
Yeah, we used to have rabbit salad, rabbit pastry,
Star of David okra, and they're so hard you can't eat them. Remember to stay away from Star of David okra.
I don't know what kind we got.
We just have, it says the meal, okra.
Well, I hate to say it, we got a hardware store and a feed mill that sells seeds.
Crimson okra.
I don't know
what crimson okra do.
We got 2 different kinds too.
We do?
Apparently. Okay. They're shaped different.
Well, it just depends on how full you let them get.
No, some of them are bigger around. Even when they're little, short, they're bigger around.
This should be right back.
Well, there's some of our pretty eggs. I don't know if you got, well, of course, I got the one with poop on it, but it's a pretty big egg. We get about a dozen of them a day, too. 8 foot tall okra. What we been on? Single man, I will not tell you this. My grandma was raised during the bad times. She was a grown woman in the Depression. And I raised my family. And they were talking. They used to talk about living through the Depression and how bad times were. It seems like they were in a competition to see who was worse off during the Depression. But my grandmama said something about eating chicken hawks.
Country Homestead Preacher. No, but the email is up there. Email me and I'll send it to you.
But they were talking about how to eat chicken hawks and crows a mess during the Depression. And one of my cousins asked my grandmama, said, well, what does chicken hawk taste like? And this old 75-year-old woman never cracked a smile with this boy and said, about like a owl. Yeah, well, that's the truth. And it was the funniest thing she ever said. So I mean, that tells a couple times. But I never did find out if she was serious or not. Because she'd mess with you and tell you something like that, to mess with you. And I never did think to ask her, was she serious or not?
Did you put the puppy out?
No, she might put herself out.
It got too quiet. It felt like having a toddler. when it gets quiet, you can find out what they're tearing up.
I tearing up.
What's tearing up?
You know the rest of my supper. Samson started her well.
Really?
Yeah, she nursed on the table standing in my plate.
Well, we got more. I made a casserole, so there's more. She's probably gonna be.
But I hate to admit, y'all, I
now.
do not know what they may have told me at the meal when I bought the seed, but I do not remember. But I know it's not. It's short. Does anybody know which oak is short, which one's tall? They don't never have but one kind. But we've always got the tall kind before.
All I know is that we planted 4 different kinds of pumpkins. Our pumpkins are coming up, and thanks to the rain last night, they are going today. The plants have like doubled in size.
Because we need the pumpkins.
You wanted the pumpkins?
You wanted the pumpkins?
I only want like one pumpkin to decorate and a couple to take to school.
Okay, let me tell you my theory on that.
And Chris wants to plant 25 plants on one. No, we've got 2 rows, so 50 plants to get one little pumpkin. Tearing the house up.
Oh, here, show the book.
Look,
You're growing.
she's a terror, holy terror. Look at that sweet little face.
George,
don't believe it.
We're a Christian channel, so I can't tell you what I call this puppy most of the time. I saw it, George. I never tried it. It's fine. You say anything else?
Put it up there. I didn't see it.
You're good.
But Elizabeth told me a while ago I need to start using because we do think she's hard of hearing, or either that's just that.
She ain't hard of hearing. Open a tater chip bag. She'd hear you open a tater chip bag in the bedroom with the door shut. Dog ain't deaf. She's just evil.
Elizabeth said start using hand signals. I told her that she didn't want to know what kind of hand signals I have for that dog.
She is a cute puppy. We still don't know what kind of puppy she is. We ain't got a clue what she is. But
we're gonna stick with if anybody asks, pot him. That doesn't make your insurance go up.
Yeah, pit bull here, but my insurance goes up.
Yeah, the insurance guy said, whenever you take her to the vet, tell them what she is. Do not let them decide, because if they write pit bull on it, then our insurance goes up.
I have a farm owner's policy, not a homeowner's. I have a farm owner's policy with a vicious animal rider already.
Bull.
To cover the bull and the bull hog and stuff like that. And a pit bull puppy will make my insurance go up.
Mm-hmm.
They're already paying more for insurance than they pay for everything else put together. We pay more for insurance to do the light bill, the phone bill, the internet, everything put together. Yeah, she ain't dead. But no, we were talking about garden. This is something we'll talk about anymore.
But tell them that if you take your dog to the vet and you're not really sure what kind it is,
everybody.
You tell the vet what it is.
If say this now we've established she's just a mutt. There's no telling what she is, but she looks a little bit like a pit bull. So if we took her to the vet, they're gonna write down on the paper pit bull cross. You can't let them do that. When you took her in there,
Papa Pepper's the one that's got the competition.
Okay, well, I'm glad he didn't tag me in it. I believe we win it too. But
maybe we need to get tagged. Who's in it? Tag us. Go ahead.
Gentry said they had a deaf dog once listen better than once you hear. I believe that. But anyway, don't leave it up to the vet. The breed your dog, or decide to breed your dog. If you take her and tell them something, they can't really argue with you.
No, it's not a boxer either. I don't do boxers.
George, we don't know what she is. Won't never know. Her brother looks like a hound dog. I mean,
yeah,
looks like a bulldog hound dog cross. Is kind of what he looks like, so we won't never know. We're not even completely sure they're brother and sister, but it seems kind of suspicious. The 2 puppies the same size that show up.
Snake gore competition. I'm sorry, I thought it was.
I watched Papa.
You're talking about the okra competition.
But I've been trying to take 5 minutes with it. The what? Gonna do the homestead slide dance thing challenge.
I tried. That's what I was telling you. That's what I was telling you the other day. I tried to talk him into it, and he's like,
Preacher, I don't dance. You all know that by now, but I don't dance.
"Oh, we're not putting down pit bulls. We're just saying that they will make your insurance go up if you get it if you have one on your policy. So if you go to the vet, you tell them what the
Lisa, glad to have you by the way, but Lisa Sapper has already
Gardner.
talked to us about
yeah.
the DNA test. He said it went $50. So I am curious.
She's just puppy.
I don't know if I'm that curious, but I am curious. Garden, I'm gonna talk about the doggone gardener. My theory with gardening, and something I'll help y'all out, is say I think I'm gonna need one row of okra. I got in my head that I don't put this little bit of okra up, and I think a row will do it. I plant 4 rows. If I think I need 4 rows, I'll plant 8 rows. If I think I need 8 rows, I plant 8. If I think I need an acre, I plant 2 acres. That's my theory on the garden.
It drives me crazy. It really does. I tell them I want a couple of this. Next thing I know, we got 50.
Oh, I know that, Beaver Creek. I know that. But what I ain't never figured out was is the actual degree, an individual degree.
Obstinate. That's what you got to do. You got to tell them that this is what breed it is. That's what our insurance guy said. When you take it to the vet, tell them that she is a pot hound mix or she's this mix. Do not, because if they put pit on
I answer Travis? I was trying to find out the actual individual degree, how close they were between a Celsius and a Fahrenheit. Because that's what I always use for my rule of thumb is, 0 degrees Celsius is freezing, and I can figure it out from there.
She's an American Staffy X.
Cross, maybe?
We can say that we ordered her from Living the Dream Homestead in Australia and that she is our own special
Living the Dream, believe it or not, I used to have a dog from Australia. I used to have an Australian cattle dog that was imported from Australia. Sure did years ago.
Oh, speaking
of. I don't know, Bridget, but the old way to plant corn before GMOs and everything, to plant old conventional corn was about 6 to 8 inches apart and 46 inches on center. And that works really good for sweet corn.
We've been cutting down is not planted that far apart.
But nowadays they're planted about 3 or 4 inches apart and probably 30 inches on center. And that'll work. You can sow it. You put it in there pretty big. My corn planter plants it closer to 6 inches. But back in the old days, we didn't have, you had to chop it and everything. We still have to chop it in the garden. What I do is plant it with the planter and then block it with a weeding hoe. It costs you some plants, but if everything don't germinate, you got some extra. That's what I was trying to tell you. That's always been our theory. Plant more than you need, plant it too thick, and what I always do is just plant everything too thick and then go back in and out. That way, if half of it comes you got what we call a stake. And that's probably the easiest way to do it. Seeds fairly cheap. Just plant it too thick. Try my okra. There's probably okra planted every 1/4 inch. Then I go back in there the first time I chop it with a weeding hoe and thin it out where I want it, where I can do something with it. And a lot of people won't tell you that is absolutely the easiest way to do it. It may cost you extra $5 in seed to plant the garden.
You also get to pick and choose which plants look the healthiest.
That's right. When if you go in there and thin it by hand, you leave the best looking ones.
The ones that looks like they're growing faster.
And some things won't come up. I'll tell you another little thing everybody don't tell you. Some things won't come up if you don't sow them. Like in the kind of ground we have that'll crust over, if you plant watermelons or cucumbers or something, you better put 5 or 6 seeds in that hole, or there won't be enough there to break the ground. And then after they come up, you go back thin them out too. Let them get up, you got to pick out who to look the best, thin them out. And I don't know why. Well, I wish she was a plot hound, Elizabeth. I had plot hounds most of my life, and I really do wish she was a plot hound. But I know she ain't. I got one buddy still got some plot hounds around here, and he's across the woods from me. But I done checked with him; he ain't had no puppies. So
That don't mean that his boy didn't go find him a girlfriend.
oh,
It works that way.
oh, I didn't think to put in that video. Tell everybody the reason Samson's so scared of thunder and this, and he's been shot a couple times.
Yeah. Mess Hall said that he planted 3 rows of eggplant and not one plant broke the ground.
Well, if they crushed over, they won't. Depends what kind of ground. If you got much white clay in your ground, it won't break the ground.
Alan
I run that
Taylor
all
said
the
that that's
time.
the way his daddy planted too. And Elizabeth wants to know if cherry fits from sweet cherries and growth.
I don't know. I don't. That's one place my education is.
Just Living Green got that one.
Okay, thank you, Living Green. Don't.
Natalie, how did Paul's hand?
I just been with it. I didn't mean to answer for you. All right, preacher, that's a good question. All right, now, don't thump it. There's maybe 2 out of 5,000 people that can thump a watermelon. Yep, it's right and be right.
We
Okay.
might do a video on how to choose the right
Go to your watermelon and go to stem. There's little curlicues there, little pieces of vine that come off, little feelers, curlicues. When they're dead, that watermelon is ripe. And what you do when you grow watermelons to sell, when you're selling them out like a fruit stand.
Talking about eggplant maybe inedible.
I don't like them either. I don't like eggplant. I ain't grow up eating eggplant. But when that little feeler's dead, that watermelon's ready to go in that truck and go to that fruit stand. There ain't no guesswork. There ain't no junk. There ain't no customers buying watermelons and cutting them and bringing them back saying they ain't right. Just the only thing I need you to do, preacher, is if anybody, neighbor, down the road and around the corner, if they're within a half mile says anything about a yellow watermelon, I want you to get your shotgun and shoot them dead. And don't let them plant it anywhere in your airspace. No yellow watermelons.
Why?
Wide, webbed, and darker green and brown stem. Well, them little feelers are dying. It's ready. That's my daddy was a watermelon farmer. I'm an expert on ripe watermelon. Because he'd beat the brakes off me if I put a load of green ones. I promise you, I would never hear him do it.
What about yellow one?
Oh, yellow watermelon's the devil.
What is it?
It's a yellow watermelon. When you cut it, it's yellow.
On the inside?
Yeah. But watermelons normally don't cross pollinate. You plant Congos here, Jubilees here, ice boxes here, whatever you want, and it don't cross pollinate. They just don't. You don't. Very, very seldom if ever do you see a mixed watermelon. It can happen, but it's very rare. But
Okay. I want to tell y'all my deep, dark secret. That's why I don't know anything about yellow watermelon.
But well, there's something to the yellow spot on the bottom. But the little feelers being dead. If you look at that stem coming off that watermelon, the little vines, little tiny little vines, look like the pieces that wrap around the wire on your grapevine. Either I or you still on watermelon. But anyway, preacher, the little runners being dead right at the end of the stem, that's the big giveaway. You know, all they do to do that mess, I was putting in a drink crate.
Growing up, my granddaddy would always have watermelon. All the grandkids come running up and get watermelon, and it would make me heave. I can't do it.
They say it's supposed to sound hollow, but the difference is if I pull the green watermelon and put it on that old F-250 and haul it out there to sale, and it was green, and then had to give somebody $3 back for that watermelon, it was shame on my hide. Mistakes were not tolerated. So I learned how to do it without saying the yellow spot on the bottom, the inaccurate pumping. If those feelers are dead, she's ready. And you need to walk through your field, son. About 2 weeks after those feelers die, she'll rot.
No.
Doing what? It's all healed now.
Yes, sir, I will. Yes,
Speaking
sir.
of watermelons, yeah, we had some watermelon theft here the other day. I don't know if I shared that with y'all. But there's some joke around here on a red Ford Ranger with big chrome fender flares on it. It's a watermelon
Gentry,
piece.
have a good night. Have a great weekend.
Gentry, was glad to have you. We're glad to have you. Thanks for coming. Man, I saw them square watermelons they grow in Japan. They just put them in a milk crate or something like a milk crate. That's all they do. I actually looked that up one time.
Will make it work?
Well, it's kind of sort of pointless. She loves the love. You don't let her tell you no different. That's right, baby Free. That'll tell you about the cantaloupes. After I grew her some big, pretty cantaloupes.
One.
Well, you had one state fair cantaloupe, but the rest of them are all right.
We got, what, 4 or 5?
I didn't plant 2 hills.
We got 5 cantaloupes, and I let
Squash
one,
bugs eat them.
I let one of them go bad, and he got me. George, have a good night, man. Have a great weekend. You can go to sleep, dude. You need it.
Ow.
He's got 7 going now. Good night, George.
Well, what you do,
Good night,
Miss House?
Gentry.
Good night,
Y'all have a
George.
great weekend.
George is leaving.
Yeah, he said it's 3:45.
Well,
He needs some sleep.
Glad you were here as long as you could be. Go get you some sleep. Good night, Gentry. I think you already gone.
Yeah.
Thomas, you feeling any better? Did the nurse give you anything to help you when you come in a while ago? Miss Hall.
They grow square melons in Georgia.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Thomas. And he wasn't here today.
Where did you see that?
Up there.
Oh, okay. Well, we researched it one time. They got we just put them in a box. That's all.
He loves payment.
I've seen a clear plexiglass box, and I've seen something like a milk crate. But I never saw the point in it. Thank you, Eli. Thank you. That's so refreshing after the death threats. You're going to hunt me down and kill me.
Mm-hmm. We don't get them that often.
Every time I put up a pig video, or a hog, the best one was when I got them on the hogging the pigs off.
Yeah, we were taking them for play date.
Yeah. And you can tell it, because the first comment will be, are these pigs pets or for food? And oh, son.
Bacon.
You better not say we're going to kill them in 6 months, because you fixing to,
Pork chop.
Is the word trigger? You're fixing to trigger them?
We had 3 people just speak on one said bacon and pork chop.
Do what now?
It went from 13 to 10.
Did it really?
I think.
I'm sorry.
George
I didn't mean it. We don't eat the pigs. It just went to 12.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, when you open that comment box and it says, "Are these pigs for food?" You better not answer sure.
Crap.
Oh, how many lamps we got left?
We better still have 2 in there. Y'all want a puppy?
Good gracious.
How bad is it? Did it break?
I was more talking about the fact I walk around the corner. You got that big small.
Get him. Yeah. Well, she growled at me the other day because I put her in the bathtub. Oh, and little homesteading hack. If you have loaned out your dog kennel, and you have nowhere else to put the puppy, put it in the bathtub.
It works for baby goats too.
Thomas Schmidt said he never kills his pigs. They die at camp for some reason. He sends them to pig camp.
Man, no, I can't agree with that. The kid worried me.
Freezer camp.
It worried me. About how that boy the other day. There's been
Feed
some
us
things.
people eating tasty animals.
There's been some things that worried me now. That woman telling me that she went and had to breed a milk cow before she had milk. Well, Austin, ain't nothing against having a pet pig. If you want a pet pig, I'm glad you have a pet pig. You know, if that's what you want, I'm all for it. But I'm never going to put you down for having a pet pig. I just don't want people to put me down for having meat pigs. Because my meat pigs ain't like your pet pigs. I know what a potbelly looks like. They kind of look like pets. You can't eat them no way. I've never heard anybody talk about successfully eating a potbelly.
Some people do.
Well, I've heard people trying. I ain't never heard of it working. And that's right. It's lunchtime. There ain't it.
Yeah. Living a dream. We'd love to hear from you again.
Yeah, shoot us an email sometime. I know the schedules are off.
Yeah.
Moon and stars is yellow. I'm easily confused with this. Remember that. But Austin ain't nothing against having pet pigs.
ADHD.
In fact, I wish that I could come up. If I could come up with a, mini pigs ain't real. These little bitty mini pigs you see like on TV or commercials that they're gonna take running the purse. They ain't real. That's a baby pig. A Julienne, I think, is the smallest pig you can get. And they get 50 pounds.
And we had one.
And they're vicious.
60. He was not friendly at all.
Yeah, mini pig boys are vicious, nasty. We had one. See, we tried raising the Juliennes and coons. I don't preach against them just because I decided I didn't like them. I tried. I thought they might be the next big thing and make some money. You can't do that with them. Take 6 months to get to 100 pounds and just as much feed as a big hog. No. There ain't no point in that mess.
Yeah, watch it. She's following me.
But I wish I could raise a real mini pig. I'd be a millionaire selling pet pigs, and I could tell those folks these pigs are pets. We don't eat them. Yeah, mess off. Have you ever tried to drink any almond milk? I tried some one day. I got a friend of mine's a vegetarian, and I tried some almond milk.
I would love to be able to have the little mini pig as a pet. They're so cute.
But they're not real. They get to 50, 60, 70 pounds, you know.
You won't know.
Why would that be brought down?
You mentioned the other channel.
Okay, I hate to say this, Beaver Creek, and I think I've just been informed that we're not supposed to mention other channels. But I've watched the channel you just mentioned, and I may be fixing to make some people mad.
You pick who you want to sell them to, and if you don't want them to be processed someday, don't sell them. He retracted his message.
Okay. Well, I won't say you had to retract your message, but I was just saying I couldn't say the name. But I have watched that channel, and I know this may make some people mad. That boy's full of it. There ain't nothing he says right. Not none of it. And he's got like 1 million people watch him, and he's really, really popular, but he's snake oil all the way.
Oh, she's on that cantaloupe. Oh, God.
Right, 320 Homestead, you knew. You got to tell us something about yourself. We don't talk politics. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, we'll make people mad as we can.
Did it work, single man? Hey, I did it work. And Austin, what you do is you just put your foot down. You say these pigs are pets only. Put that in there when you go to sell them. If you don't want them to eat, don't sell them to eat. I do that myself with my pigs. If I have pigs that I know are really good, top-notch breeding stock, I just put a price on them and everybody will buy them and try to eat.
Yeah.
Because
So,
my full-blooded
if you're gonna
hogs,
pay that money, that amount for breeding stock, you're not gonna eat them.
if that's what you want to do. They're your pigs. I always remember that. At the end of the day, they're your pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can't control what anybody does with them after they get them. Once they buy that pig, it's
That's
their
why you need
pig.
to be particular about who you
But
sell to.
you can be severe. I hate to say it, but if somebody comes up here and doesn't, I hate to say this, I don't know how to word it, and if I must have been mad, I'm sorry. But if somebody comes up here and tries to buy a pig, and how's the best way to put this? If they don't act like they got sense enough to have the pig, I would say. If they're talking something just totally ridiculous, like we had a guy last year was going to buy some of those full-blooded Durocs I had. This is what he said he was going to do, and he watched a video from somebody we were talking about a while ago. Said he was going to raise them that way, and I told him it wouldn't work. We tried it, and he was insistent. That's what he was going to do. I finally told him, said, "Man, you go on somewhere because I'm not going to sell you a pig. You got to put him in a 5-acre piece of woods and not feed him, because there's not enough acorns on 5 acres for this pig to live off of. And then when the pig looks like crap 6 months from now, he's a piney woods rooter with a nose this long, and
Tell them what that is, though.
y'all know what a piney woods rooter
No,
is.
I'm sure they don't.
I
I
thought
think
piney
that's a
woods
local.
rooter was
I think that's a local thing.
a razorback. How you see his backbone all the way down, won't grow. To walk through a split rail fence, that's a piney woods rooter. But the way you make a piney woods rooter is you don't feed it. You take any pig and not feed it, and that's what he'll end up being. And what happens then?
They're sharing our channel.
Ah! What happened? Ah! Stop that.
Okay, stop.
Whatever you're doing, quit it.
Stop.
Is everybody still there? We just deleted the whole shooting match.
No, they didn't lose us. We lost them. Sorry about that.
But what'll happen is if you ain't careful, you got to be a little selective about who you sell your stuff to. Because what happens is after you sell that animal, he continues to represent your farmer.
Thomas feeling really good. Yepper.
I'm glad he does. Thomas, I ain't making fun of you. I'm tickled to death you feel better. Thank you, preacher. Thank everybody for letting me know.
Yes.
But when you sell an animal, he continues to represent you after he's gone. So if you're trying to build your name, you do have to be a little bit selective about who you sell it to, because if they take it and try some new alternative off the wall, don't work method of raising it, and it looks like crap when they get through, when somebody comes in there and looks at that pig, they're not going to take the blame. They're going to say, well, I feed this pig nothing but acorns and banana peelings. And that's the reason he doesn't have any weight on there. That's not what they're going to do. They're going to say, well, I bought this pig from that boy over there down the road and around the corner. He must have sorry. Yeah, Homestead and Hardway, and he must just have sorry pigs. That's what they're going to say. And you got to be mighty careful about that. I've been curious about my milk cows. When I sell a milk cow, you got to have a background check to buy a milk cow for me.
We have a guy that bought 4 or 5 of our pigs.
It's genetics.
Yeah, he talks to about every other week or every week or so.
Yeah, he's probably going to start his own channel. He's a young guy, got a big family. He's bought him about 20 acres. He's going, but he'll listen. That's worth a whole lot. You help somebody to listen. Somebody won't listen, you can't do that with them. Austin has something to do with diet. For some reason, the worse nutrition a pig has, the longer his nose gets. It's kind of a genetic, immediate adaptation to starving. Because the pigs root in the ground, I think maybe their body makes their snout get longer when they think they ain't getting enough to eat. Thomas, if you want a boar, That boy we were just talking about bought two from me, don't need but one. He's got a full-blooded D-Rock boy he bought from me that would make somebody a good one. He sent me some pictures of him the other day. But them pigs I got there right now, you don't want a boy out of them.
He's not really happy about this batch with that.
Oh, Video Tony, Moon and Stars and Urban Watermelon Affections, yeah. But let me tell you what it'll do, Elizabeth. It'll mix with every red watermelon you got. It has yellow streaks in them. And you can't sell them. People buy them, bring them back, think something wrong with it. That's right, Travis. That's well, most of the people here will give a dog away if depending on the circumstance. But you're right. You're right. The best coon dog I ever had when I was a little boy, man, give it to me. Trained she wasn't loud enough, but all it was he was trying to give me a dog. He was trying to help me out when I was about 10 or 12 years old. I ain't never forgot it either. I did appreciate it.
Puppy check. Got quiet again.
Right.
Worries me.
I see there's something great.
Ha! Country Homestead Preacher said, "Does that mean if I sell a donkey, they will know me as a?" And he put squiggly marks.
Can't be too hard on donkeys. Jesus, very well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Donkeys are donkeys. We had a donkey that we thought an awful lot of.
Well, that's something else.
Good night, Eli.
Good night, Eli. We're glad to have you. That's something else I want to hit on right quick because I get tired of hearing it sometimes.
Well, I hope you get you something to eat. Have a great weekend.
Good night, Austin.
Good night, Austin. Have a great weekend.
Let me hit on this right quick. There's still some people in.
Quick.
Guard donkeys.
That's what they're around for.
Okay, let me tell you a little something about guard donkeys. You get old Jack and put him in the pasture with your cows. That Jack could care less about your cows. He could care less than anything eats your cows. He ain't interested. He ain't studying. We've had several of them. All these folks I work for tend the cows for them. We've had several of them. And the donkey usually does more damage killing cows than the cow. The only time a donkey is any kind of protection to a calf and a cow herd is when he's got a girl donkey and a baby donkey. He's got to have a jenny and a foal to be any kind of a protection animal. And if they're not raised with cows, they don't really work then. He'll protect his foal and his jenny or jennies. Those people got several jennies, but I'd rather have the coyotes than the donkey. I mean, for protection. I mean, I just didn't deal with the goats. We used to have goats, had donkeys in there with them, and the donkeys killed a whole lot more goats than anybody else did. I mean, I've seen that time and time again. It's not a one-off rare thing. It's normal. And they can be hard on cows, too. Especially if you feed them together. I've had a bunch of them kick cows in the mouth, blood them all up, kick the top teeth out, and everything else. That's right, preacher. A mule is a stud donkey to a mare. A henny is a stud horse to a jenny. Hennies look more like a horse and ain't strong. Not real popular. Yeah, most mini stuff is, Thomas. And that last mule we had a little pony mule, and she was special. She just kick, she ain't.
Oh, all those notifications a while ago was from Two Family sharing our live things.
What was T-Family sharing her life?
Sherry from Two Family was just, I guess, sharing it on her Facebook page.
Oh, that was my nice one. But I'd love to have a pair of mules again. I kind of enjoy working them as a hobby. I hate no I had to tend everything around here with one,
No.
but I do like
No.
I do like mules as a hobby. We just can't afford any hobbies. That's the most my fault.
And the last one we had was mean as fire.
Yeah, the last one we had, but you had to hook the sandwich tree up with a weed nose. We're not being down behind her.
She was a little bitty thing. Her mama was a Shetland, right? Shetland home.
Problem.
Um,
Nope, that's all about.
and she kicked with aim.
She kicked with her front feet. She paw, bite, kick.
She'd hit him right. She'd aim for his name badge every time.
And it was funny. Because she's so little. She got to kicking and running and pawing and acting like a fool. And it was funny. Because she connected. And it wasn't funny no more.
She'd bite.
She was like a mad Barbie doll.
She was beautiful. I mean, really, really
She
beautiful.
was a Palomino. I mean, she was gorgeous.
Was beautiful.
When was the last time you saw a Palomino mule?
I mean, people would come around and oh, how beautiful. She is gorgeous. And then they'd get to know her a little bit. And they'd be like, she's a demon. She's evil.
What about the farrier? Should he get triggered?
Oh, yeah. We had a farrier come up here. And we told him beforehand, you know, this is not going to be easy. He's like, oh, yeah, this is going to be easy. He brought his whole crew. He had 5 guys. Or him included with 5 guys. And he kept telling him, he said, I'm going to put her on the ground. Chris like, no, you're not. He's like, I'm going to put her on the ground. Just like, please don't. Just, we can't afford if she hurts you really bad.
Well, no, the thing was, I had got her rock to do her front feet. I had her front feet fixed. And her feet were that long when I got her. She's old pasture on it. And I had her front feet
fixed.
fixed.
never messed with her.
She had never been touched. She's 4 years old. Had never had a hand on her. And I got her. I got her where you could catch her.
He had to cut her feet off.
We had to cut her feet off with her hands on.
Yeah.
To start with. I got her back feet
They
cut.
look like elf shoes.
Me and a friend of mine would call Cowboy. And Cowboy, imagine Cowboy in your mind. Somebody, an old cowboy movie. The old
stereotypical the whole time. That's why he got called Cowboy.
That's right, Liz. That's probably why the nose gets on there. Read more to But it will happen.
Our comments are lagging way behind.
Well, that or I don't know. It's YouTube. YouTube goes crazy. But anyway, I got her back feet. Old Cowboy come here and helped me. We got her back feet cut with a handsaw. Got her front feet cut with a handsaw. And I had filed and clipped and got the front feet right. Had her back feet kind of close. But they needed professional attention. Somebody really knew how to trim the hood. And we got the farrier out here, which he done me a favor, and he only charged me $40 to fight this mule for 2 hours to trim the back feet. And she hurt a couple of them bad. But when they threw that mule on the ground, it undid all the working with her I had done for the past 3 or 4 months. Her feet looked fine, but you couldn't touch her. She tried to kill you if you even tried to go anywhere near the road. And it just undid everything we had done. So then on you had to throw her and cut her feet, and you couldn't work her anymore. I had to use the worker a little bit. And it was a mistake. I should just get messing with her myself. And of course, it ain't the farrier's fault. He didn't charge me much nothing to do it, but the way he done it was probably not the best way to handle that particular mule. But they some you could have thrown that on the ground and let them back up and they'd been fine. She won't want it. That was the Shetland pony in her, I think. Shetland pony's fierce. I think that was where the problem came in. Oh, I know I had 5 acres of regular watermelons planted. See, it was one pack of yellow watermelons at the end of it on half field. Like I said, watermelons don't cross pollinate bad. That's kind of unusual. Where'd she go? She's making a racket. Hang on, folks. I'll be back.
Grab me the vanilla wafers too.
Ain't I handing you that stuff in 3 or 4 times?
You keep taking her back, putting her down.
What?
What is the way?
I don't know. Never worked with that.
Right here.
Is that that box? I took away from that puppy while ago.
No, you did not take my box in the middle.
Look at the top of it, Tim. Don't knock it through the way from the
You did not take it with you, though.
oh, you don't even know. That's all you know.
I'm not eating after the puppy. Y'all want vanilla wafer? It's not ice cream. Nobody's talking. Ah! Thomas Smith said, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?"
I don't know what I'd do for one. I wish I had one right
Well, we don't have any Klondike bars.
now. I'm aware.
Alan Travis said that the storm will make landfall about 3 a.m.
Yeah, he's in the path for the storm. Asked him about that. Is he gonna be okay?
Are you gonna be all right, Alan?
Alan, I forgot about that. You're right in the path
Are
of the
you,
storm, ain't you?
Everything okay there?
Eli's gone.
Yeah, Eli's not coming for me.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Coming for me. How does that coming for me?
No, the nasty things. You haven't been put that up me, dude.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, Travis, tell us what perspective impact the storm's gonna have on you right quick.
Yeah, wafers.
Oh, the nasty thing.
Yes, she does too.
Good. Right here, that's right. I worry about you on that. I forgot all about where you were at. I'm sorry.
It might be how we start training her. She
That
likes
was-
vanilla wafers.
Maybe she'll have viciously attack somebody still bring in a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let everybody talk for a minute. If y'all finish talking amongst yourselves, go ahead and do it. It's 11 o'clock. We're going to have to get off here. I got to go shut the shop up. We had to go tell you what I'm doing. I need to shut the shop up. But y'all have a good night. I appreciate you watching. Keep her over here, so I'm glad to know.
Look, you know what this? You know what this? You don't like them. Daisy does not like vanilla wafers. Alan's in you're in Lower Mississippi, right? I mean, what I say? Louisiana. You have all three dogs. Want vanilla wafers. And Daisy on like them. She just wants some from the other two dogs. Good night, Country Homestead Preacher. Y'all have a great weekend. We're gonna get off here. We're gonna sign off. Everybody have a great weekend. And we're gonna work on potty training my puppy. We got to go outside and go for a walk. That's my foot. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.